Powerful motherfucker. Now, year ago today, Ecmc, Cpap, and up until now, I went and got tested and got a checkup while I was in there as well. I noticed the doctors and nurses were acting a little bit different, way different, acting a little bit shady and a little bit suspect. Not all of them, but some of them. Just weren't being themselves or whatever you want to call that. You called several times, left messages. They never get back to you when you call and leave messages. It's like, what the hell are you doing in there all that time when the phone's ringing and people leaving messages? You just don't return any of their phone calls? You do that to everyone? You just ignore them? Anywho, uh, I was in there and seen a primary doctor and explain what was going on with my body. And these motherfuckers, man, I can't even make this up. I don't know what kind of doctors and nurses y'all got working in these places in 2023, but back in 2000, we didn't have these kind of doctors and nurses y'all got in these fucking offices today. Like, this shit don't make any damn sense. Like, these doctors and nurses sit there, lie to your face. The doctors lie to your face. Nurses lie to your face and shit. You know, they make it seem like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. And you explain what's wrong with you and shit. And then they act like nothing's wrong. Or they give off, you know, that energy and how they come at you and whatnot. They make it seem like nothing's wrong. You know, what happened to the doctors where, you know, the doctors that always are happy to see their patient, you know, they always make sure that you're 100% healthy. They make sure you're 100% good, nothing wrong with you. If there is something wrong with you, they let you know and not even think twice about it or hesitate or beat around the bush or sugarcoat shit. They back then, they didn't lie to their patients. They didn't, you know, come at you as if, you know, your health don't matter, or, you know, when you explain an issue or a concern with your body, they didn't act as if, you know, it wasn't a big deal or your health don't matter. Because now it seems like in 2023 with nurses and doctors, they come at you like your health don't matter, or they act like nothing's wrong with you, or they make it seem like you're acting, and so on and so forth. And I'm not feeling that shit, bro. I don't like that doctors and nurses lie. How the fuck you got the nerve to want to listen to a bozo out in the streets that don't even have a license, and y'all the ones that's fucking got the license to be a doctor and be a nurse? How y'all gonna try and listen to somebody out in the streets coming in the building telling y'all what to do, that don't know shit about being a doctor, don't know shit about being a nurse, don't know shit on how to treat a patient, or if there was something wrong with them, they wouldn't even know what to do or how to treat the patient? Because they don't have a fucking license and they weren't trained, they didn't go to school for the bullshit. Or not the bullshit. They didn't go to school to learn this kind of shit that you motherfuckers learn as a nurse and doctor. Then and now, this shit make no goddamn sense. The fact that you can sit there and explain when you have a concern or something wrong with your body, I think is pathetic that the doctors and these nurses fucking act as if nothing's wrong with you, or they sit there and give you the runarounds. Going for the receptionists as well. They act shady too. Not all of them, some of them. These doctors and nurses we got in 2023 today, they don't even deserve to be a doctor or nurse. Because you got a license and you don't know how to fucking treat your patients. You half-ass be a doctor and half-ass be a nurse. What happened to the nurses we had in 2000? Or further back, before 2000? What happened to these doctors we had back then? Where if they spotted something wrong with your body, they took care of it right away and didn't hesitate to get other people on board to figure out how to fix what's wrong with you. What happened to them kinds of doctors back then? In 2023, we got fucking doctors and nurses with license that don't know shit about being a doctor or don't know shit about being a nurse, don't know shit on how to treat their patients the proper way and how to handle a situation when there is something wrong with the patient. What happened to these doctors and nurses that were back then? Then and now, like, this shit is just pathetic to me. These nurses and doctors we got in these fucking places, it's like they don't know what they're doing. You got a license for what? What do you got a license for? A patient that tells you what's wrong with them and you got the nerve to act like nothing's wrong with them or brush it off like, oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, you'll be fine. Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with you. I mean, that's the impression you motherfucking nurses and doctors give when you fucking, when I see y'all. Like y'all scared to fucking explain what's wrong to a patient. Like, what happened to these real doctors and nurses we used to have back then and now? Like, y'all listening to some clown out in the streets that don't even have a license or weren't trained or didn't go to school to be a nurse or doctor. What's going on here? And another thing I want to bring up, how the fuck do we got motherfuckers trying to justify what happened in the past and want to try and bring it up in a doctor, like a doctor facility where people go in to get treated, get tested, get their monthly checkups, and want to try and justify BS from years ago. So that way you can fucking take that chance and look like a fool and lose your license and lose your job because you want to lie to the patients. You want to be stupid and listen to some dummy out in the streets coming in the building telling y'all what to do. Y'all stupid. You really want to take a chance like that and lose your license forever and want to lose your job because you want to lie to the patient? You want to tell fibs and not be honest with the patient? Because I can tell you one thing, these motherfuckers that's going around doing this shit, they wouldn't be justifying the motherfucking thing if they had all the same shit that's in my body, and if it was in their body, I can bank on it and promise you they would not be justifying the motherfucking thing. Now see what they got to say about that. Probably not a goddamn thing they can say that can match what I'm saying right now, because what I'm saying is facts. What I'm saying makes perfect sense. They wouldn't be justifying shit if all that was in their fucking body. They wouldn't be justifying a motherfucking thing. Bet. Bake on that shit. Because I guarantee you one thing, if all that was in their body, they wouldn't be saying shit. They would be on the same bullshit too. Until you get motherfuckers' attention, until they address and fix and remove whatever is in the body and their body. They wouldn't be justifying shit. So you tell them motherfuckers to grow a pair of balls and own up and take accountability like a man, face to face, and own up to what they done. They the ones fucking up. They the ones that don't know how to handle situations. Them the motherfuckers that don't know how to go about situations the right way. They steady going about their situations the wrong way because they don't know how to be a man and do it the right fucking way. This your boy CK, I'm out, bitch.